So you start somewhere, you got to get your structures together, and then what? Then we're talking about they got to find a way to record a demo. You got to record yourself.
You know what? There's many ways to do it, but nowadays you just need a Mac. You plug in. It's really plug and play now. It's so simple, like GarageBand. You can make an amazing thing with that.
With something like this,
you don't need the big one. You can get the smallest, cheapest one.
You get the smallest, cheapest one. You get a laptop. You get a sound card.
Anyone will do.
Anyone will do.
That one's a great one, but you can find any other one.
But look at this. It's two pieces, right? Like this. And inside here, GarageBand, full of like drum samples, keyboard sounds, all kinds of virtual synths and whatnot. And all you need is one little keyboard controller.
And you could even use your keyboard as a musical keyboard.
Exactly. You don't even need that. 100% right. So, and with this and a microphone, you are in a position to make music, whether it's rap, whether it's rock, whether it's just acoustic and vocals. You have to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
And then you are ready. You have a product. Doesn't have to be finished of the most professional quality, but you have a completed product.
A mean to express your ideas.
And the internet is truly one of the quickest ways to start getting feedback on what people think of your stuff.
Start a MySpace page.
Exactly.
You know what? Just film something that you love, put your music on it, put it on YouTube. You got a video.
That's what is beautiful about this medium. It gives people like you guys a chance to express yourself, put it out in a format that millions of people can get to see it, and that you can send other people to see it, people of your choice, and be discovered. It's a brilliant medium that...
And you know what? For once, you don't need someone else to discover you. I mean, it'd be great if you'd have a great career. Like, we were lucky, you know, we have a record label that, you know, is behind us, helping us out. But truthfully, nowadays, you could be your own record label. You could be your own producer. You could be your own everything. You have the means to do it. You could get your music heard, your music out there. You could be creative and just be an artist. I think it's a great time for that, you know?
And that all involves structure, not just the music. Getting it down, finishing your ideas, going to open up a MySpace page or making a video and sticking it on YouTube. That's part of the structure. Complete what you start, move forward with your idea, and then you will look back and you will say, oh my God, look at all this stuff we have done.
You'll be proud.
You'll be proud. And when you are proud, then other people are proud. Let's talk about your record again now. So this record is coming out. Is there anything different in this record that people can expect that would be different from any of your other records?
Yeah, definitely. You know, with this record, the first difference is that we wanted to really push the songwriting to another level. So we reevaluated certain things that were kind of obvious in Simple Plan's music. You know, we decided, you know, that the structures would remain, but we wanted to bring new elements of other genres of music into our own sound. So we approached people that actually brought in like loops, that brought in like synth sounds into our music. We decided to broaden our horizons musically and listen to different people. So I think there's more like rhythmical elements to what we were doing before. We added something that's more dancey, that grooves a little more to our music. I think, you know, the melodies are very Simple Planish, the harmonies are still there, but, you know, it's more diverse now. You got slower songs, faster songs, and everything in between. I think that's the bigger difference. We allowed ourselves to go in a lot more directions that we've never even imagined possible before, you know? When you're starting out as a band, when we made our first record, we were limiting ourselves, you know? We were making the music that we thought we could make, and we didn't push ourselves as much as we could have, because we were scared, we were nervous, we wanted to be a certain band.
Please everybody also.
Exactly. But also between ourselves, you know, when someone came up with a weird idea, we were like, that's too weird, and we'd push it. Now, if someone came in with a weird idea, we'd be like, all right, let's explore it. We allowed ourselves to explore that. So I think this whole record is more diverse, it's deeper, you know?
And let me tell you, people, I was present at this secret concert yesterday, and I got to hear firsthand and witness what I consider to be stuff that is going to blow everybody's mind. That means all
awesome.
your old fans and the new fans that are going to discover you on this stuff. I'm serious, guys. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this new direction. It's always nice to see evolution, you know. And this is your third record,
yeah.
right? Tell yourself that Simple Plan has been together since the age of.
It's been 8 years now.
8 years, okay? So they've grown up together, they've been playing together, and when you see somebody make that evolution, that's what this is. I've still got the songs pounding in my head. I gotta tell you,
good.
I'm so impressed.
Good.
What's the single that's out right now?
When I'm Gone.
Okay, so When I'm Gone is out. If you guys are hearing this, you know this is kicking ass. And that's gonna run the time it runs, and then there's a song. What's my favorite song?
Your Love Is a Lie. And you know what the greatest thing about it is? There's a version of it that we taped for the YouTube New Year's Eve show, and it's actually on there, so you could listen to that song if you want.
Yes, you guys got to go check that out, man. It's right on the front page of YouTube, as a matter
Absolutely.
of fact. Up on the right-hand corner, if you go there,
he knows.
There's the Simple Plan concert that they did on New Year's Eve in New York, and I remember I was watching it, and they hit that song, and I went, "Whoa, what is this?" I said, "Creela, get in here. You got to hear this thing." And I got to tell you, you guys are gonna freak. It is really what I consider to be an evolution, and man, you know,
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Music these days, it doesn't always come from the heart. There's a lot of products that are products of companies and productions.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And you guys are a unit. You're a team. You got a family spirit, and you're coming out and banging out this new evolution. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I mean,
wow.
You know,
we're so close to it that we kind of forget that, but it's true. I mean, we're a family. That's exactly what we are. We're trying to make the better music that we can, and to change, you know, because making the same record is definitely something that's all right. You know, AC/DC's done it with amazingly, but we're the kind of band that wanted to change, evolve, and make things a bit differently every single time with every record, and that's why it took a year to make this last record. Because you know what? You have to soul search when you do that kind of a record. You have to work really hard, and you have to question a lot of things that seemed like set ways of doing things. You have to get them out of the door and start all over. So it was a lot of work, but I think, you know, I'm glad you like it.
Relationship-wise, what can we give as advice out there to people who are in a band? Because one of the biggest problems I find, also in music, you know, for these people that have questions, is ego. You know, when you got to stick together and work as a team and you're a band, at some points things start to get, you know, haywire. Now, you guys have been together for 8 years. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've gone through your ups and downs.
Absolutely.
And stuff. But in the end, you bring it back together just like a good relationship. You know, as soon as something goes wrong, I mean, it's the end. You got to. What kind of advice can you give about, you know, when people are putting together a band to A, prevent stuff in the future at the early stages, and B, once you're already in it, what can you do?
I've learned a lot of things actually from being in a band. The first thing is pick your fights. You know, you cannot fight about everything. You cannot, and learn how to fight too. You know, like if you're gonna argue about something with someone, there's no need to be personal about your fighting. Take arguments about what you're talking about. Don't divert to other things. You know, let's say we're fighting about the choice of clothing that you're wearing. I'm not gonna attack you personally. I'm gonna say, you know what? I don't like your shirt. I'm not gonna say, Momo, you're ugly today. I'm gonna say, you know, you gotta learn. I think you look great, but you know what I'm saying? It's the way you approach your arguments. Approach them specifically towards what you're arguing about. That's a great thing. The other thing is being talkative, communication. That's something in this band that we're really good about. We talk a lot. We're always talking about stuff, issues.
Right?
No build up. You resolve the issue as it's happening. And you know what? With time, you kind of get better at resolving issues. You know, you just learn that you gotta let go. If you're fighting about something 1 hour, the other hour you gotta lose it. You gotta learn how to let go. And egos are easy to build up, I think, if you start believing too much that you're great because people tell you you're great. You got to remember that at the end of the day, you're an artist, you're trying to get better at what you're doing, and you're always going to learn. You're always going to evolve. You're always going to get better. But right now, you're in the state of evolution. You're not there yet. You know, the path, the way you're taking is what really matters. You know, and it's a very Zen thing, but it's something that I really believe in. You know what? Every single day, you got to wake up and do something with your day. You got to get better. You got to evolve, and I really do this. I'm serious.
I know you're a very active guy. You are very active.
Every single day has got to add to me.
Productive.
Be productive. Productive is tricky because it doesn't mean that it's not because you didn't write a song. It's not because you didn't do something crazy that didn't end up with results. Doesn't mean that your day is a failure. It just means that, you know what, this day at least I tried to get better. I tried to be a better person. I tried to be a better musician. That's what I strive for every single day. And my band does too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about. When you talk about just, it's not one thing that makes things happen, it's all the elements. And that's the tricky part. It's combining the patience, the understanding, the forgiveness, the letting things go, the formula, having the guts to get up and do it every day. All these elements combined. There's so many little things together that when you put them together as one, it becomes almost seamless, and it just becomes part of your natural way of thinking and natural way of being, thus letting you get your dreams and your projects done, right?
It's true. I think it's a process. I really believe in that. You know, it's an everyday thing. You got a goal, and you just do little steps every day to achieve this goal. And it's little building blocks. You know, when you see the pyramids in Egypt, you're like, how did they do this? A lot of people say it's the aliens, because that's the easy solution. I think it's humans that had a goal, and little by little, with a lot of energy, a lot of ambition, created something amazing.
Found a way to do that.
Yeah, we still don't know how they did it, but they did it. And you know what? I believe in the human capacity to do amazing things. And I always will.
Man, that is amazing. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch and write. And I want to thank Jeff here for
my
coming
pleasure,
by
man. My pleasure.
and
Thanks for
hanging
having
out
me.
and sharing this amazing stuff. You guys, check out Simple Plan and their new record that's coming out. It's called Simple Plan.
Easy, right?
You can't miss it. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to be particularly impressed with where they're going on this thing. I was moved. It's not because I know him. The stuff really does kick ass, and I wish you the absolutely kick-ass tour, safe
Thank
tour,
you.
And you guys are going to do absolutely great out there. And I can't wait till you guys come back and play here in Montreal, and then we'll be rocking and bringing you some shit from backstage. So on that note,
peace. Good one.
Dude.